Good morning or afternoon, depending on what time you are listening to this podcast, and welcome to yet another episode of Do Geese Have Udders, the show where we ask the unanswered and answer the unasked, looking at news and online stuff too. I'm Michael Gooch, and as always, I'm joined by my good friend Matthew Thompson. You right, Matt? Good. Then let's start the show.
Different types of milk. Am I right?
I beg your pardon?
I like reading my topics.
Oh, you've done this before, where you read through your notes and some of them just don't make any sense. Is that what you're doing now, and not just giving out random?
Yeah, I think it's crazy how they're
words?
different types of milk.
What do you mean? What do you mean, like full fat, semi-skimmed?
Yeah. And then I was in Sainsbury's, and I was looking at the different, like, I guess it's vegan milk, and it's like, I wonder how they milk an almond and things like that. Like how much milk do you get out of like a little nut?
An almond, not a lot. I'm assuming not a lot. I don't think there are. They're not. Matt, I know exactly what you're picturing. You're picturing like they do with cows. You're picturing some people crouched down, sat on a bucket, and they're like squeezing these almonds into buckets. That's exactly what you're picturing.
Almonds have udders.
No, we know that for certain. Almonds don't. Oh, but where does the milk come from?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Maybe they make the nut, and then they put the nut into the bottle.
Oh God, I don't know what to do with this. Information
Because it's not just one nut. It's not just almond milk. They have all the other different types of nuts.
There's not one almond in like almond milk. That's not the same way that it's not always like one cow's milk. I think I'm pretty sure they mix the cow's milk. A singular cow's milk.
How do you know it's not just one almond, huh? Have you made almond milk?
Because you compare the size of an almond to the size of the.
Go on, have you seen how's it made, or how they make almond milk?
No, have you?
Yes.
Good. Proceed. Yeah.
Well, they get the almonds.
Yep.
They get the bucket.
It's fantastic watching your mind work away to quickly try and come up with nonsense.
I like to feel like it's making wine, so they put them all in a bucket and they start
you think like almonds and grapes come into the same building?
Oh no.
Pass by each other.
yeah, they've gone different. They have a little party to say goodbye, and then wine gets turned to grapes. No, that's wrong. Grapes get turned to wine, and almonds get turned to milk in the crusher room. Just like whipped cream does whipped cows. Seen that from Charlie Chocolate Factory.
I was going to say, Willy Wonka,
Yeah. And and then they get all the bits are taken out, and then they're crushed again. I like to think it's not just them stepping on it, because nuts are hard. I like to think it's like some really hard crusher, like the hydro press or something on those lines.
You think it takes that much effort to get like
I don't know
a little bit of milk out of an almond?
Never milked a nut. I wouldn't know. And then I think it was a fever dream because then a dinosaur.
It feels like some sort of dream now, Matt. I don't know what's going through your head.
Well, how do you think they make almond milk? Go on.
I don't know,
Mr.
Matt.
Gone Uni, come on.
I don't know.
Look at me.
Know.
Oh, God, how do they make almond milk?
I do not know, Matt. Absolutely no idea how they make almond milk.
This guy won't even attempt.
I just know there was a milk from an almond. It should be almonds milk.
Milk, almond, put together, almond milk. So it works.
Pen, pineapple. Apple pen reference. Favourite type of milk, Matt, out of red top, green top, blue top?
Human.
Oh my God.
No, probably, I don't know. I only have milk in my coffees or tea. I do love a nice cold glass of milk. And in my house, we either have green or red, so probably green.
Do you think drinking milk is like a sign of being a psychopath? Because we always have that in like films and stuff. It's always like he was sat in the corner drinking milk or something. Do you think it's a weird thing to drink?
No, I think drinking milk's a sign of strength because you have stronger bones.
I was going to say calcium helps your bones go stronger. Petit flu.
I'm pretty sure that's a
yogurt.
No. What you just said, I'm pretty sure is a false truth.
What, calcium helps your bones go stronger?
No, milk.
What?
I believe I read it somewhere that it could be wrong, but then it could have been a wrong fact.
What, that milk helps your bones go stronger?
So, one large-scale Harvard study followed 72,000 women for 2 decades. Do you know how long 2 decades, Michael, is?
It's 20 years, Matthew.
Well done, just make sure you're paying attention. And they found no evidence that drinking milk can prevent bone fractures or osteoporosis.
Osteoporosis?
Yeah, apparently it doesn't actually help your bones.
So after all this time of when they've said drink milk, it help your bones go stronger.
Yeah.
It's just been doing nothing.
But what I like to look
What's
at...
the point of drinking milk?
but That's what I was about to say. What I like to look at is how did this wives' tale come to be?
What? Of how did somebody say, here, drink this milk, it'll be bones grow stronger?
Yeah, how did this British wives' tale come to be?
Maybe there was somebody who had, what is it? It's called like
A cow?
like in what's it called? Unbreakable. There's Mr. Glass who has brittle bone disease or something like that.
Oh
glass
yeah,
bone
just
disease.
snapped his
Maybe
bones.
there was just somebody who like just kept falling down the stairs, and their arms and stuff kept breaking, and so to try and make them feel better, they were like, hey, try drinking milk.
You weakling.
The milk salesman was doing it. He's like trying to get rid of loads of it. And he's trying to work out ways.
Yeah,
the same way carrot salesmen were obviously like, hey, you want to see in the dark? Eat these carrots.
That was a World War.
Yeah, we know.
I'm
aware of that one. I'm aware that one's
yeah.
to do with.
I think you're right.
That was to put the Germans off us knowing.
We see 'em in the dark.
Put the Germans off knowing that we had radars and stuff to see in the dark. And we eat these carrots or whatever. Boom. Maybe that was it. Maybe there was some wrestlers or boxers somewhere, and they were in a fight, and one of them was like, he's clearly like up on steroids or something.
Yeah.
And when they were like, "How are you so strong?" He was like,
Milk.
That's plausible.
I like there's other. I think the two ones one of the ones you said was because someone wanted to sell a buck ton of milk.
Yep.
Or another one, probably when water wasn't as clean, and milk was sort of like probably the next best substitute.
Milk really wouldn't be that clean though, would it? When milk comes straight from a cow,
We've
it's
had
not
milk
that clean.
since the caveman eras.
Yeah, but it's purified now. It's clearer than.
Well, yeah, but it goes through stages.
Matt, have you been sucking on udders?
And also, you do drink your mama's milk, so.
Not anymore, I don't.
Well, good save. But yeah, you did drink your mama's milk, so maybe it's something to do with that. Oh yeah, makes your baby's bones strong, so you got to breastfeed them. Oh, so cow's milk must do the same thing. Bring out your cows, buy me milk. That's the sound of a cow getting milked.
I got it.
Michael.
Ooh, Matt.
Are you okay?
I am now. I genuinely didn't mean for that to go on as long as it did. I just have committed.
I thought you realised your chair can lean back.
I haven't realised this. It's taken us this long to realise that. Can it lean back? Oh my god, again! Oh, what a day!
Mine
what
doesn't.
a day!
I just have to lean back on wheels.
Yeah, in a minute all they're going to hear is plastic wheels and then you hitting the floor. Do you want to go back to your topic?
Oh, yeah, so.
I didn't even know what it was. I don't think we got past.
I never said it.
No, that's why, yeah.
What animals do you think
about on a daily basis
have been why did your accent change?
Did it?
Yeah, anything on a daily basis have been trained. What animals do you think have been trained for war? I know 3. 2 definitely I know.
Ones that have been bred for war. On one side, in a way, you've kind of got those Alsatians and dogs who are used to sniff out bombs or mines.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, but I just had to get an answer.
War on drugs, man!
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking about... No, but not even. You got the ones that go out actually into the minefields and stuff. Sorry, Matt. Oh, there are those ducks that can, like, hold AK-47s. Oh, and those gerbils that fit in bazookas. Oh, my God, they're amazing.
So that's ridiculous. They haven't got fingers, Michael. Come on. A duck can't hold a gun. They got webbed feet and no fingers.
Okay.
Come on.
My bad, Matt.
But what I was going with your dog topic was so in World War II they trained dogs to like run under tanks.
Yes, they did.
And then blow themselves up.
Well, they ran under the tanks to blow up the enemy tanks, also killing themselves as well. They didn't just go, oh, this is a good place.
Did you know what went wrong with that?
I think I do, but
I do know.
I would. Do you want to say it or do you want me to say it?
Oh, I'll say it. You say if I'm right.
Okay.
So what I remember.
I love how you're topic. You're trusting that I think that I would know more than you do.
Well, because I think I'm right.
I think we've all watched Horrible Histories. Yep.
Yeah. So they trained the dogs to run under German tanks. I'm going to say I think it was Russian tanks. But anyway, they trained them to run under tanks and blow them up. But in training, they actually trained them to run under their own tanks and blow up. So when they went out into the field, it was like, go to the tank. They would run behind them and run to their tank and blow their own tanks up.
I don't know if they necessarily run behind them, and I can't remember what countries it was either, but you're absolutely right. It was a case of where the only tanks they had to train them on were their own, and so the dogs would recognise their tanks over these other tanks they hadn't seen, and they would go for them. Yeah. I mean, on the brief topic of tanks, obviously we know about the cardboard tanks and the inflatable tanks as well.
Yeah, hilarious.
Used to
get fake plane or real planes coming along and dropping bombs.
Mm-hmm. They were
On
like,
the fake
"Whoa,
ones.
look at the size of their army." One's just like deflating in the corner. Bouncy
Quickly,
castle.
pump it, Sergeant, pump it.
Pump it. But other animals that are bred for war. I feel like there was something with dolphins, but this just might have been something
That was the first one, yeah.
Oh, okay. I know Carl Pilkington spoke about, and again, that already means that not everything he's saying is going to be true, because he's probably just read it in some deep corner of the internet. But he said that there were dolphins with machine guns mounted on their backs or something, and I'm pretty sure that's not the case. But I know dolphins are quite smart. What have you found about
They generally
dolphins?
they basically train dolphins to kill,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm pretty sure they did put guns on their back. This isn't from Carl Pilkington. Again, it was from my topics.
Well, that's what I mean. It might be true, but I can't take. I have to just take at face value that it's Carl Pilkington saying it.
Okay. Yeah.
Other animals bred for war, kind of. There are some falcons, aren't there? I mean,
Bees.
messengers, I guess.
COVID. Pigeons that deliver letters for war.
Well, no, the pigeons are being given messages to send to other people. They're not given messages to war. They're not going up to the pigeon going, "Oi, you're going to take this, okay? You're going to go over to Germany."
Ooh.
What? What's blown your mind?
What animal did they ask? So in the olden times,
Hedgehogs.
this really evil woman
Quite
was
enough.
known for being evil, like evil, going
Yeah.
to villages, murdering, pillaging, and whatnot.
Yep.
She went to one village.
Nearly made that rhyme. Would have been so happy if you made that rhyme.
So she went to one village and she was like, "I'm not going to murder you or steal from you if you get me, I'm going to say 3 pigeons or whatever bird was in that area at the time
Mm-hmm.
from each household and give them to me." The locals then gave all the locals gave her and her army 3 pigeons.
Right.
And because she was so evil, she would tie a piece of paper with like a bit of string, a bit of paper to
Yeah.
the bird's ankle. And then she would set the piece of paper on fire and then let the birds go. The birds would be so scared that they would fly into the nests, which were the people's houses, which was made of straw and wood.
Right.
So the whole village would be burnt to the ground in a matter of seconds.
Is this a real thing?
This is real thing.
I can believe it's happening, but I've
Yeah,
never heard of this before.
This is a real thing. I love my YouTube. It's so good. I've got rid of the old boring weird crap, and I'm moved on to history and science.
Yeah,
It's
no
so
wonder
good.
no wonder you're not getting any episodes of our podcast on YouTube anymore.
Yeah, so true. But anyway, yeah, I think that's bloody insane.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's so smart, but feels like something that shouldn't happen, but feels like something that could happen.
Yeah, like someone so evil but so like clever, being able to just give me 3 birds from each household. We'll set them on fire.
Psych!
Yeah, lol, goodbye. And then the whole village burnt down.
It's an interesting side of history. These are the bits of history we should be learning about in schools.
Yeah.
I think there was somebody, an old woman in a newspaper, and I think they were asked her what her opinion was on school subjects, and I think she was talking about history, and she went, "They're learning too much in history. You just need to learn about the World War and the Victorians, and that's enough."
I understand. Sorry, go on.
And I think that's just absolutely ridiculous. I think there are more fascinating how dare you? There's some more. I wasn't going to let you get away with saying that was me. That's why I had to get in there quick.
It was a chat.
I think that there are far more interesting bits of history that we just don't necessarily get time to look at. This is where things like we go online and we just look at absolute. I know we talk drivel and nonsense, but we find out these just weird things that just we would otherwise never know.
Yeah,
I think schools should be encouraging that.
I agree.
Should be encouraging these other bits of history.
But you got to remember copycats in it. That's the problem.
What
I
do you
know
mean?
the old saying is, "Once you teach, it won't happen again." But
Oh, I get what you're saying.
yeah, that's
So you're saying if in schools they began teaching you about how to take pigeons from people and then set them loose to burn people's houses down,
yeah.
it's gonna happen again.
Well, it won't. Yeah, it won't really
History
happen
repeats
nowadays.
itself.
But yeah, what's crazy is what. Sorry, not crazy. What I understand why we teach World War. I completely understand. I understand why we teach Roman Empire. I understand why we teach slavery.
Yeah.
But I don't really understand why we teach Victorian era. Not a lot happened there. A bunch of people died from lead poisoning and child slavery, going up chimneys, getting stuck. But compared to like
Is that
World
what
War,
you remember from it?
yeah,
all
I
I
know
remem-
the wallpaper was covered in lead, so if you slept in a house, you'd die. I know the water was full of lead, so if you went in, drank some water, you would die.
Remember, your clothes were always made of lead, and if you put them on,
You'd die,
you'd die.
or catch on fire because then if it was candles and the clothes were so like natural that they'll just go woof.
Well, again, it's just a part of history. It's part of history that's not too far away, but at the same time,
bring back Genghis Khan.
In what way?
It is the person who murdered loads, isn't it?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, cool.
And isn't like every 50th person or something like related to you or something?
You looked at me like I just said Godzilla or something.
Oh, do you remember my history teacher, Godzilla?
Godzilla!
She just come in and just be like, ah! Matt, can you believe it has now been 99 DGHU episodes? 99 episodes we have recorded in this very shed. That's not true. A couple of them were at a different place.
True.
A couple other ones were in a different place, but the vast majority we've been in this shed. 99 episodes, Matt.
We have had some testers.
3 years. 3 years, I think this... 2020, 2021, 2020... 3 years.
Yeah.
And 3 seasons.
And a movie.
And hashtag 6. And a movie. Yeah, we've looked at many things. Any things of note so far that cross your mind?
What, in this season?
These 99 episodes. Well, just in general, 99 over the last 3 years.
I won't lie.
You can't remember any of it,
No, the only thing I remember is like season 1.
You can remember season 1?
Yeah.
What do you remember from season 1?
Picture in Hell.
Yeah, it does. I think that was episode 3, actually.
Yeah,
I think
pencils.
I can remember that. Yep.
I don't really remember much modern stuff because I don't watch it. I don't really want to watch myself.
You listen to yourself.
People come up to me and go, like every day I'm walking down the high street and people go, are you the person from Do Geese Have Udders? Almost 99 episodes now. I'm like, yes, that's me. You can tell by I'm the guy from Goose Have Udders bandana on top of my hat.
And we don't even sell the DGHU bandana yet.
No. And they're like,
yeah.
No, it's a bit crap. I'm like, anything else?
Again, the one that keeps cropping up across my mind is the do jellyfish have lungs?
They don't.
Bowling screens, Matt. What's the deal with bowling screens? Emu War, again, some really good ones. But like you said, I think, back where it all started when we did this on YouTube, Series 1, and we had questions on pencils, what we think hell was going to be like, some sound effects to go with them. We've just lost the sound effects.
Oh, yeah, we tried the sound effects.
All about our own drivel and our own nonsense now. Wow, 99
Can't believe
episode.
It.
It's been so long.
I'd like to thank my mum, my dad, Michael, of course, for bringing the equipment.
You're welcome.
The Scouts for giving us this amazing studio.
Yeah.
Every time I look at you, I feel like that box right behind you is going to fall on you.
Oh, the black one.
Yeah, it's
okay.
falling.
Yeah, that's fair enough. We'll have to see it in a minute. You might hear it just tumbling off the shelf. But something you said, Matt, the other day, you sent me a picture of something to do with our podcast. Do you want to tell our listeners what that is? And I think it's a really great thing that's happened as we're coming to the end of Series 3.
So I've done some cleaning in the studio.
In the shed, yep.
Yeah. And I came across some mouse drop-ins because I thought after a camp someone left some orange lentils, because I would look into areas like a pioneering pole, fire glove box, basically anywhere where there's like fluff, and find these annoying luminous orange lentils looking back at me. And I'm like, what the f*** has this got here?
Yep.
Because someone left the bag out. But I think they first came in here because one of our amazing guests donated a ramen to us.
Yeah.
If you remember that.
I remember this. I can't remember what episode it is, but I know the name of it. It was called A Decorative Ramen.
Yes.
And it was from Darius.
Yes, it was.
Who only recently just recorded a couple of episodes with good friend Will.
How are they doing?
How are they doing?
The episodes.
How are their episodes? They're doing all right. I think one of the most listened to episodes, at least on YouTube, is a traumatic chair, which has Darius in it. And I think that's purely because he pushed that episode to so many people. On that note, though, I feel like I want to shout out. Like it's one of the least listened to episodes at the moment. I think that's just because it happened during the peak of summer. But when we had our guest Matt in, and
guest Matt,
and he did an episode on Stonehenge. It's one of my favourite episodes ever. If you've not listened to that one yet, go give that a listen. It's really, really great. But back to your decorative ramen. Yeah. You showed me a picture of the box of stuff from our days. What else was in that box? There was
So in the box there was a broken glass that Darius had in his bag.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, remember that.
That's still there. 2, I think, shot drink glasses.
I think were they his as well?
Maybe. I don't know where they came from.
I remember him bringing like just some broken glass in his bag. I don't think it was broken when he left the house, but I know it was broken when he arrived here.
Broken when he left the house. A purple party hat. That's still standing.
Yeah.
We've got to give it a wash, but then can't really wash
So that was from our 1 year anniversary episode, I think.
Yes, yeah, it was.
And then we signed the hat to one day wear, but I just haven't.
I wouldn't want to put it back on my head.
Well, not now that I know that mice have been leaving droppings in the box.
Yeah. And a signed piece of paper of all of us last Christmas.
Oh yeah,
but it's all been
Christmas special.
Chewed up.
Literally been eaten through. It's like it's eaten halfway through. In the picture you showed me, it's like it's just gone right across the middle, just in a straight line.
Yeah, and opened up.
No.
And it's still got the signed names, but no picture in the middle.
And so what have we got to do now? To everything in that box?
Got to throw it away.
Got to throw it away. 3 series in, all of our heirlooms, all of our trinkets, all of our gifts thrown away.
Scooby-Doo book.
The Scooby-Doo book, which didn't get mentioned in an episode because that was the episode I didn't hit record on. Well, it didn't plug the didn't plug the mics in for that episode.
Oh, that's good. We can throw it away. Mouses didn't like the Scooby-Doo book. They didn't even want to nibble that.
I don't know what to do with this information, Matt, in all honesty.
But some information that would benefit you.
Yeah.
So, mices, as we all know, love ramen.
Mices, yep.
Mises. But what I've always wondered, do they like the packaging, like the flavoured packets? Which we've now...
So in the packets of ramen where it's got, what do they call it? It's like a noodle cake or something, whatever they call it.
Seasoned packet.
And then they have that little silver packet of seasoning,
a seasoning packet.
Mm-hmm.
And we just checked, because I was interested, and mouses do love the seasoning.
They do like the seasoning.
Yeah.
They like the bag of just pure chicken flavour, do they?
Yeah, they got munched up. I like to think they get like a little pour of ramen and a little bit of pour of the seasoning and just put it in their mouth at the same time.
You've been watching Ratatouille again, haven't you?
That's
literally
rat.
what you just described.
Actually, is it a rat or a mouse in Ratatouille? It's a rat, isn't it?
Ratatouille, Matt.
Yeah, but you say that, but then you got...
Ratatouille.
Got Bug's Life.
There are bugs in Bug's Life. What a terrible example.
Why is there a caterpillar in there? Is that a bug?
Yeah, well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
But anyway, 99 episodes. You know what that means? All that's left to do. Episode
Suicide Pact. Sorry.
Episode 100 is coming up. Christmas special.
Woo.
2022.
I can't wait. I'm shaking him in boots.
His boots are shaking. We'll see you guys very, very soon for the DGHU Christmas special 2022. Hey, thanks for listening to our podcast. Don't forget to give that follow or subscribe button a click so you don't miss out on any future episodes. And why not check out our Twitter and Discord too, where we post updates, behind the scenes stuff and just general other news about the show. Links in the description below. Got any topics or questions you think need a proper answer or have yet to even be asked? Drop it in the comments below or send us a tweet. Until next time.